the quarterfinals, we're dealing with first to 3 series. That means more opportunities to select maps that suit your team and their play style. And Team Canada do exactly that. They decide to go to Blizzard World in their second map after dropping the first, and their Sigma comp is squeaky clean.
I mean, look, they looked pretty good in map number 1. Obviously not good enough to, end up winning it. But if you're Korea, I mean, you feel like you have a large problem on your hand, right? Because even if you win this, they have the ability to go to maps that could, like, maybe try and bait you into playing that dive. I think if you're South Korea, you probably consider not going back to that throughout the series.
This Hanbin and Fearless duo story, they're world champions in their own right. But whichever one you bring in kind of gives you an indication as to where Team South Korea are going to go. Speaking of substitutions, Magic Maple is back in the roster here for Team Canada. Cal, though, with an incredible game on Iliari.
Cal is fantastic. This is a Lucio sub, right? New Junk City. I mean, Flashpoint in general, Lucio is just like essential. So Hanbin comes in here for South Korea as well, which tells you they're probably done playing some of that dive. They're going to go back to the Sigma.
The way this map has evolved, we saw a lot of right compositions. It was Ramatra picked first on the time we saw New Junk City. Now we've definitely evolved through a lot of those brawl comps to something that resembles Sigma a bit more closely.
And a lot like how I mentioned on the Canada side, like Lucio is essential. It makes sense for Chio to come back in here for South Korea. So, look, Flashpoint, large maps, a lot of area to traverse. If somebody can give the entire team just AoE speed, you probably want that hero. So it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think you're going to see Lucio insta-lock on these maps, as long as they keep coming out with the same size.
What do we get from Lip? More Soldier 76, more wide flanks. Many teams attempted this year. At the top levels of Overwatch. Hydron, I think, is a great example of someone who would take the Soldier and go for these extremely elaborate, these wide flanks, and it wouldn't always pay off, and when it didn't, it hurt you doubly because he spent so far away from the rest of his team. It's been hard to see where Lips had value. Those tac visors often getting shut down by Maywall, Sigma Shields, or Kinetic Grasps, or even just people playing out of line of sight. I mean, Team South Korea need Lip, I think, to go big to really take this over.
Possibly the Sojourn. Did you pick up the Sojourn here if you're Lit, right? Play off angles, some interesting stuff you can do there with the Sojourn. Maybe, even I think the 76 still an option. Looks like there's an attempted rock, paper, scissors game going on.
Yeah, Team Canada were gesturing across the stage. They've also been very lively in chat here. Look, I mean, these players from Team South Korea spent so long playing in the West that they've got a great grasp of English, especially via text. So there's a lot of banter going on.
How much banter am I missing?
Well,
yeah, there is a lot of banter.
Yeah, Noxious said that apparently Seeker is the new best Sombra in the world, and that Lip should take notice. Lip said, "Oh, show me. Pick it in this next map."
Yeah, Sombra would not be a great selection. I feel like at the moment. I mean, look, if Lip is not playing Sombra, you know that the hero is
there is a lot of
in the best spot.
Noxious
Lip would love. I mean, South Korea would love to have him on that hero with how good he is.
This is probably a good chance to circle
back, I guess, to talk
pick
about
it in
some
this
of the
next
stakes
map
here,
because Team South Korea,
Sombra,
they're original.
This is single Lip as well.
Yes,
single Lip at the moment.
We're dealing with our original world
champion. If Lip is not playing Sombra, you know that the hero is
there is a
but
lot
they came out of the group looking underrated.
And
this now begs the question: this is probably a good chance to circle back, I guess. How would a team break that on the other side of Team South Korea? Are they capable of shaking things up in their favor?
At the moment.